Hello guys and welcome back. Nice little Thursday morning here, June 10th, 9 a.m. I'm watching MEDS, which I'm sure a lot of you guys are as well. Kind of seems like we might be... There's a lot of support here right around 5.5. Oh yeah, 3% bounce already. Bus will break back above 5.6. There we go. Woo-wee. Pre-market was all right today. It wasn't like amazing. There wasn't amazing opportunities. I think our best opportunity was MDLY on this reversal. I called it out in the chat room around, what time was that? Somewhere around 8 o'clock, that MDLY was going to be probably a really good place to buy it, somewhere in this area. I wanted to buy it here. I thought it was going to go lower because we had huge support and we were on a perfect channel and the channel was slowing down here. I did end up missing my entry, unfortunately. I did get one entry here. For some reason, TOS is not showing entries. So you can see show trades is selected, but TOS is not working right now. So I did a quick breakout trade in this area. Very, very quick trade. I bought here and I sold there. Made a decent little, profit, $179. It was a small size. My goal was to accumulate again somewhere in this area, thinking we might get another little pullback here before the move higher. We didn't get that, so I ended up missing probably the best play of the day so far. This was a 30% rally. A little bit disappointed that I didn't jump on it. What I could do in the future to prevent that is start accumulating. Let's say anytime we go below $10, that would have been big accumulations in this area. I would have never got probably full size, but then I could have probably bought bigger size here. I probably still would have never got bigger full size because again, I was waiting for a second or third sell-off in this area that never happened. But those are ways you can kind of get around that. Just try to accumulate. Man, MDS is just flying right now. This thing is going crazy. Bit of a late bloomer. Every time you see a late bloomers, you usually know they're going to be flying while other tickers are in consolidation mode. So MEDS up around 50% right now. Wow. A lot of action on this one. 33 million market cap with a 3 million float. On TD Ameritrade, we have 8 million shares outstanding, so 3 million floats are really good. Good increase in sales year over year. Looks like they have a catalyst that they launched, Passport app for iOS devices. This is pretty big stuff. It's macro and micro news. Europe is also Germany is launching its vaccine, digital vaccine end of June. So this is a big trend. We're on our third major pullback here on meds, so this is quite extended short term to the front side. I'm gonna keep an eye on this $7 area. It's a very strong ticker right now. Doesn't really look like it's about to slow down per se. Thanks, Life. Either way, MDLY and MEDS are definitely our lead gappers. Anyone trade OCGN this morning? Because this thing, after it changed how they want to publish their drug from emergency to said Thursday, it's now working on submitting a biologics license application in the US for its COVID vaccine candidate instead of emergency use authorization upon recommendation of the FDA. So wow, when I first saw this, I thought there was an offering. I wasn't trading any of this. I actually was not watching OCGN at all until you guys were talking about it in the chat room, and then I saw some nice moves here, but I wasn't really, I really wasn't focused on OCGN whatsoever. So congrats to anyone that was nailing that. I mean, 50% bounce in a very short period of time. Definitely some good money making potential. MDLY on the backside is very difficult to trade. I didn't do any backside trades on MDLY. It's even kind of tricky on the front side as well, if you ask me, because front side, it's very quick, and if you're waiting too long for a pullback, you sometimes don't get it. Technically here we had some amazing pullbacks here. This was very flashy. This was technically a good pullback, good pullback, good pullback. But to be honest, I always thought this move was somehow over. So really, really impressive. Equally as impressive, MEDS. Finally starting to find a little bit more resistance, but I think we got good upside till about $7. So maybe we'll just need to consolidate a little bit. Maybe at the open we're gonna rip to 7. I don't know, it's hard to say at the moment. Infinity's wondering if I noticed different chart behavior from NASDAQ tickers to New York Stock Exchange tickers. Honestly, most of our tickers are on the NASDAQ. We don't trade that many New York Stock Exchange tickers, I feel like. MDLY is New York Stock Exchange, and everything else is NASDAQ that we're looking at, I mean, across the board. So, I don't know. Usually the NASDAQs will have a little bit of the larger companies, I feel like. Do I notice a big difference? Nothing that I feel like is worth or nothing that, no. No, not really. I feel like I don't really focus on it as much as maybe I should, but I haven't really found it so relevant. I don't know. There's definitely times where things like that become more relevant. Like there was a time where I was only trading OTC. That was like 2013, 2014. And then somehow OTC stocks, for me personally, they kind of just disappeared. We see them from time to time, but it's just not really something I touch anymore. Actually, the ticker I'm up on the most, OSAT, looks like it's finding a little bit of support again. We had a nice little trade here. We found a little bit of support. I was buying here in the pullback zone, and I sold on the quick rip back up. Yeah, I would have liked it to sell off a little bit more before we jumped in on this one. So I don't know if I'm going to touch it here in this area. It was a bit of a snoozer kind of trade. I had a hold through this really slow stuff here. And then in this area, I was looking away a little bit because I was like, man, there's probably a good chance I'm going to get shaken out if I stare at the chart. Eventually, it does pop up here and I sell in this green candle. Yeah, so we're up 510 pre-market. I didn't have, I feel like, one really good trade pre-market though. And that's why I feel like with MEDS, I was a little bit disappointed that I missed that, or not MEDS, with MDLY, I missed this big front side move. Yeah, man, it's really disappointing that, let me go ahead and reset this whole entire thing. Let's see what pops up. MDLY. Maybe that's gonna help. Yeah, there we go. Trades are popping up now. Okay, I was gonna say I'm really upset trades aren't popping up here. So sometimes by just going back to my preset, kind of like resetting the whole thing, sometimes that helps get trades populated. Not always the case. I'm actually kind of surprised it worked. So there we go, guys. If your trades aren't popping up, try a little bit of a reset. Yeah, I actually forgot about this trade. There was a nice dip on MDLY. I started accumulating under $10 and I sold really quickly. Talk about leaving profits on the table. So this was the second breakout trade here. I bought here for a breakout. coming closer to these support resistance zones at 10.7. Yeah, and then this is where I was hoping we would get a rebuy somewhere in this area as like a last little, triple bottom before we rally to the upside. So that's why I didn't trade this front side, because I felt like it was premature. Technically it was, because we got a flush. So there was a gap of buyers, because I guess a lot of people were thinking maybe the same thing. Uh-oh. This whole move feels a little bit premature, but it didn't stop it, that's for sure. Michael says I overslept. Yeah, sometimes you gotta sleep in a little bit. Yeah, weird 1AP Pro. It's I don't know what to say. It's a little bit of a dark magic box with TOS sometimes. You don't really know if and when things are gonna work or not. It's a little bit frustrating. But still probably one of the best free platforms with pretty okay support, although you will run into your occasional bad apple on support. I've had some very, very frustrating TOS support moments last year. I would 55D. I wouldn't say there's really any best for a new trader. It really depends on each trader. Every trader has a different style, personality, aggression, risk tolerance. Those are all just different. It's very subjective. But I think for any trader, any new trader, I think front side is always going to be the easiest, long biased front side, because it's going to be a little bit more forgiving if you hold too long or something like that. If you're trading backside as a new trader, and you're not used to cutting your losses, it's going to get ugly very fast. MEDS is definitely in a ranging situation right now. It's consolidating a little bit. So I'd be really careful trading breakouts on MEDS at the moment until we're in a clear uptrend again, which I'm not sure is going to happen before the market opens. Anything's possible, but we'll see. A lot of tickers to be watching. We also have a few tickers from yesterday. We have AEMD from yesterday, kind of holding the support zone. Huge support on this ticker right here, pre-market around $8. It did have this huge flush down here. Very unusual action, 15%. Yeah, it looks like they had an offering news, but it quickly recovered, surprisingly, at $9 a share. Oh yeah, offering at $9. So it wasn't that bad. So it looks like people read offering, people freaked out, and then they read it was at $9. But still, offering nonetheless is not necessarily a good thing. CKPT, oh my God, CKPT from yesterday as well. I don't think I would trade this one, but I think if it came back below 2.7 into 2.5s, I would probably consider a bottom bounce on CKPT. We have Wish as well from yesterday's meme stock rally, seeing a lot of resistance right now. I'm not sure if we're going to break above. I'll put an alert here, see if we do. Put it a little higher. But I think there's a good chance this may sell off. I don't know. I'm not going to be touching Wish at the moment. Clove, another meme stock here, finding big support in this area. So we'll see where this goes. That was a big sell-off, though. It had. There's also a another ticker worth discussing here. Most mentioned on Wall Street Bets. We got CLF popping up as a new ticker. Let's go to the 7-day. CLF, you can kind of see here, just started popping up very recently. And this ticker zoomed right here, 12 billion market cap almost, kind of a bigger company. So nice breakout there, but it is a trending ticker on Wall Street Bets right now. That and Wish, really. Thoughts on AMC? I don't know. I really don't watch AMC so much. I'm actually surprised I didn't short this one myself, near $60. Yeah, I mean, it's losing momentum here to the downside, so technically that's a pretty bullish sign. It's really not my cup of tea, and I don't know. It looks like there's a little bit of support coming in here, a little bit of a, I don't know, maybe it's going to end up forming a triangle here before we, we break to the upside or downside, but I don't know, it's hard to say. It's not my style. But yeah, I mean, right now it looks like there's definitely some decent support around 45. We'll see if we break back above the 9 EMA. The sell volume, the lower sell volume is actually quite a bullish thing. But man, I'd be way too weary of news holding that thing overnight. So hats off to anyone, holding down the fort with AMC. Really quickly, just reviewing some news here with you guys. First off, NPR. Growing number of critics raise alarms about the Electoral College. That is something that a lot of people criticize. I mean, that is known criticization. The developer of the Keystone XL pipeline abandons the project, ending a decade-long battle. This is pretty big news here. So it looks like Keystone XL pipeline is officially done with. I was reading some of this article this morning. It does seem like it's officially over. Who knows what kind of other fine print stuff is going on there, but it's been about a $1.1 billion loss, something like that, for Canada. Who invested quite a lot into the pipeline so far, and other companies that are affiliated. I've been hearing this a few times lately here. The drought in western U.S. is getting bad. Climate change is making it worse. I'll have to ask some of my relatives over there, see what's going on. Mesopotamian Museum of Art sends 3 Benzin bronze home to Nigeria. Metropolitan, very cool. This is really interesting. Coinbase teams up with 401k provider to offer crypto. That's pretty big. There's always, you could do custom kind of Roth IRAs or some sort of like self-hosted Roth IRA to try to put your Bitcoin in, which I think is a great idea. But, you know, Coinbase, I think what they're doing really, really well, and which makes me very bullish in, I would say, 2 to 3 year term with Coinbase, is their kind of cooperation with the government and larger institutions. And I know that's what everyone who's bullish on crypto hates about Coinbase. So it's a little bit of like an oxymoron situation. Digital currency, you know, power to the people. Coinbase kind of really brings it back to the government a little bit. So I know that's why a lot of people hate Coinbase. But in terms of mass adoption, Coinbase is really on the forefront of that. Like when I was doing my accounting into it, I mean, there was Coinbase ads there for your crypto accounting. It was just like they're integrated all over the place. So if you do believe, you know, cryptocurrency and large institutions and government will all mesh together in the future, that would be a very bullish case here for Coinbase. This is pretty big overall. Consumer prices rose 5% in May. Microsoft wants to offer Xbox gaming on TVs without console. I think that's a great idea. The whole, you know, having an Xbox console is a little bit ridiculous. Not to mention, like, you download 2-3 games and your freaking 1 terabyte Xbox console is already full. It's honestly ridiculous. And then every time I go to, I'm like, you know what, today I want to finally play some of that, you know, Call of Duty. I can't because I have to first do like an hour of downloads and I don't play too much. So there's always like, I don't know, at least a week, most of the time like a month between when I play, and I can never play. I'll be like, all right, I'm going to do it. Nope. And I give up after waiting like 30, 60 minutes. So Xbox is a total nightmare, I feel like. And I used to really like Xbox, but that's all my rant here. Keystone Pipeline again. It looks like manatees are having it really bad in Florida at the moment. More than 10% of Florida's estimated manatee population has died since the beginning of 2021. That's pretty quick. It's not looking too good. Margaritaville opening up here in New York City, Times Square. Interesting place to put it. Times Square is every New Yorker's least favorite place in the world. The White House will reportedly provide 500 million Pfizer-BioNTech vaccines to 100 nations over the next year in an effort to tackle global vaccine shortages. That's sounding pretty good. The U.S. has a really bad image worldwide when it comes to hoarding vaccines, so I think that's probably a response to that. OSAT looks like it's finding some pretty good support here. Short interest tickers. Nothing really too new. I think CLF is probably the newest one, but I'm not really sure if this one has a high short interest. Let's see. 10%? Not too bad. It just looks like it's in a really healthy upside trend, to be honest. 7 days, crypto's still down, but it's had a really strong recovery. And so especially Bitcoin recovering very strong, regaining some dominance. Ethereum dominance at 18, while Bitcoin is at 43.6. Actually, let's quickly click on this for a second. good upside. Yeah, so wow, the dominance. Here we go. I was like, wait a second, that's the wrong chart. Bitcoin dominance hit a high of 69. Classic. On April 1st, and then it's been really selling off ever since. It looks like it had a low around 32. I don't think it's gone under 30 in a really long, I don't remember honestly ever it was below 30. I'm sure it was at some point, so I just don't remember. Bitcoin fighting Tencent, Facebook, Berkshire Hathaway to be in the top 10 of assets worldwide. COVID cases really sinking. That's really nice. Looks like tests here are falling off a cliff as well. People are getting tested less. 52% roughly. Germany's caught up very impressively with COVID. Wow, cases here falling off a cliff, and then here we can see 47. So yeah, and this is turning into a little bit of an S shape again. Like all vaccination processes, they're always S candle charts. Darren says console price plus game price doesn't help either. Yeah, that's a valid point. Not so many trending topics here in terms of meme stocks at the moment. That's what I wanted to say. ANY with a 5 million float, kind of making some moves again here. Had a really strong sell-off from the highs. Huge resistance here, roughly at $3. Let's go back to a 4-hour chart. If we can hold like this 2.5 zone, 2.3, we might have a really strong breakout on ANY. Kind of looks like it's in a good support zone. Let's see if it sells off a little bit more. Got another minute 30 before the market open. Time for us today. A lot of interesting stuff. We got a lot of tickers to watch at the open, so you know, pick your favorite one. You always want to be thinking, what's the most obvious gapper? Obviously, MEDS, Meds is one of the nicer recent traded ones leading into the market open. Good room to run till about 7. MDLY, also really interesting, but, you know, this thing's sold off kind of nasty in the past. We've had these, you know, gap days and then just sells off. It'll be tough. I kind of like Meds the most. I gotta say, OSAT might find a lot of support though into an open dip. I'm not sure, Norman. I really don't know what the quarantine situation is like at the moment. "16 seconds. Med's already moving. Good luck, guys. Wow, Med's not waiting for anyone. Already up 10% here. Whew, and then flushing right away. Any looking a little shaky as well. Could see some good support. I'll put alert here if it goes below 2. Question is, put 1 share. How about that? That way we'll at least be alerted. We're talking about the MEDS upside till 7. It looks like it could definitely rip there. I'm a little bit nervous on how choppy it's looking though. I feel like OSAT has a little bit better potential in terms of risk because it's sold off kind of a bit. Found some decent support here. Markets are neutral. Actually, Dow Jones up 0.6%. Bought the breakout there. Let's see if we can get a little bit more continuation. Taking some profit, very quick trade. Forgot to hide P&L open, sorry about that. Or forgot to show it. I don't know, it was a small trade, it was like 50 bucks or something. $0.10 a share. Yeah, 10 cents a share, 500 shares, 50 bucks. Whew, look at that flush. This is why I'm always so cautious trading the open. Just a little bit hectic. Meds moving. So yep, it's running to that 7 zone that we are so excited about. Oh, nice work, David, on OCGN. And he's still selling off. %7 dip from the lows. OSAT might be finding some good support as well, but I feel like it's a little too soon. Nice, you guys are slaying it. Congrats. I mean, OSAT is on a clear backside. It is slowing down, but it just had a bit of a doji candle. Now it's still selling off. I think it's a little too early to jump on it. Looks like I was a little wrong there. And he quickly jumps up here. Oh wait, I was talking about OSAT. Yeah, a little different. Wow. Red to green on ANY. 5 million float. This ticker easily could get halted. Very aggressive front side ticker as well. Let's watch this 42 zone. Still buyers long, or still buyers buying. Gonna fill up size here. Looking for a move past 245. I try to sell actually everything there. That was a little hectic. I tripped over myself with my hotkeys. Let's watch what happens. Finally, this was actually my first trade in a while where I was using more normal size. I wasn't even using full size, but I was using, you know, at least half, a little over half size. ANY definitely still in play, but you gotta be careful. Meds popping back up as well, definitely in play. I mean, MDLY, not meds. Sorry about that. MDLY popping. Big move here, guys. Big move. MDLY is a great front side ticker, so this might be a really good one to trade. I'm kind of watching any, though, at the moment. We're not on a front side where this is a ranging move here, so that's why I'm not getting aggressive buying breakouts on ANY right now. It's a total front. It's a total consolidation. It's trying to break out from consolidation. I mean, there's a good chance we might see like a break at 2.5 and then to 2.6. Oh, there it goes. Nice. 4% move there. Oh, it flushes right away. Ooh, this is why I did not trade that breakout. I literally just said this is a ranging ticker. We're not on the front side, and it's sketchy. Boom. I would have got shaken out for sure if I bought that breakout. Ain't no way. MDLY coming back, solid little pullback opportunity. Pullbacks kind of sucked on this ticker on the original front side. I would look for maybe small size on this one. Just in case there's a little bit of a quick move. I'm gonna remove my order. Somehow I don't feel super confident with MDLY right now. I don't know. I could be totally wrong. Just don't. OSAT popping up again. Volume is so light and the spread is so light here. I don't think I'm going to trade it just because of that. Otherwise, it could be interesting, but it might flush as well. MDLY is still in just such a sketchy consolidation zone. Also, I got to say, meds, I'm having a hard time jumping on. MDLY, trying to set up here for a move. You either buy here and you wait for a rip to 13, or you wait for maybe a flush a little lower, maybe 11.5. I don't know. It's a tough call. Yeah. OSAT popping, but it was that light volume that had me so on edge with this ticker. OSAT probably going to get halted here. 35 million shares outstanding. Yeah, hold, 5-minute hold, open up at 48 OSAT. MDLY just freaking people out probably. Good moves on any. Good little continuation there. Strong front side ticker. I mean, strong ticker on the front side, but it's not on the front side right now. I don't know if that was a little confusing. Market's crawling up, very nice. There goes the MDLY dip. This is kind of what we were thinking might happen. Let's keep watching MDLY for a little bit. MDLY backside though, I said earlier I don't want to trade. It's been such a hard one to trade backside. Wow. Go. It's tempting though because it's in a really good spot to want to maybe start accumulating it right below 11.5. Happy to hear, David. Thanks, man. Meds popping, breaking 7. Next zone at 8. Hectic as hell, this ticker. Such a frantic ticker. So frantic. Clear front side right now. Small position here maybe? No, I think I missed my entry. Dang. That would have been good. Would have definitely worked. I probably would have taken profits already. Man, sometimes these tickers in these areas just, you know, so shady. Nice 3% bounce there on MDLY. There's really no real news on MDLY. That's why I'm not really crazy about trading it somehow. I'm just like, what is going on with this ticker? I'd be so nervous about trading OSAT here around the halt because of the so many flushes that OSAT had, but I mean at the same time this tickers has a ridiculous spread, so maybe it's just gonna keep getting halted to the upside. But I don't know. USA Communications Equipment Company float under 1 million. That's ridiculous. Really good chance OSAT is gonna rip right here. I was thinking about buying some below 7. Up. Might get halted to the downside even. I'd be using very small size here. Maybe we'll do a really, really small size. Buyers coming in lightly here. All right, I think I missed OSAT. I did kind of want that one, but probably for the better. That ticker is ridiculous. Oh my lord. Meds flushing here. Possible break of 6, kind of sketchy. MDLY also in a terrestrial downpour. SIG crawling up pretty nicely, but we're not trading that one. ANY finding support at 2.5, looking kind of good. Man, I think we did all right today. I think at this point I would kind of give the market like 10, 15, 20 minutes to try to figure out its direction. It looks like we're entering the backside on a few tickers. Might be good dip trading, but I don't feel like today's a day you want to be dip trading. It's like we have so many flushy tickers. I like dip trading on like a kind of mellow stock that just kind of keeps selling off in a very consistent manner, but I don't usually like dip trading where you're like risking flushes and, you know, super hectic moves near the highs. Those is not really like what I like to dip trade. So I'm gonna wrap it up there. Up 9.55. Couldn't ask for more. I missed really good move today on MDLY. That's the one I think I could have had, you know, a $3,000 day for sure. You know, we've had it in the past, and this was one of those tickers where if I got either more aggressive or it did do that second pullback where I was really just being patient and doing the best you can do. If you miss a move, so what? Getting more aggressive than than you really like isn't necessarily a good idea. So, you know, if I wanted to make more money today, I would have just had to double my size. And that's kind of what I did with one trade. I didn't double it, but I was still trading half size today. I'm still trading light size. So, but you'll notice I'm getting more aggressive. Not more aggressive, but I'm getting more aggressive with my size. I'm trading a little bit bigger size because the market's back. You know, we're seeing a lot more action in the small cap space right now. So it's nice. We've been able to reel in, you know, north of $500 days, hopefully north of $1,000, $2,000 days soon. Good action here. So I like what we're seeing. So not a bad little day. Pfizer, I've been accumulating PFE, that's Pfizer, right? I've been accumulating PFE. Is it Pfizer? Yeah, PFE Pfizer. I was just like, wait a second. I've been accumulating Pfizer in my investment portfolio. I don't trade it per se. No, I don't really trade. I don't remember the last time I traded this one. Got a 4% dividend yield. Yeah, I just accumulate Pfizer. I like it long term, and you know I don't really see it disappearing. So for me, it's an accumulation for sure. All right, guys, let's go ahead and wrap it up there. Don't forget, join the Discord if you're not part of it yet already. If you are totally new here and want to learn more about what we do, we have a whole entire foundation video series here, tradejournal.co/connect. You'll see the link. And yeah, that's pretty much it for today. So I'm out of here. Like always, guys, stay safe, make some awesome trades, and don't forget to smash a like on the way out. It's the easiest way to support the channel. I appreciate it, guys. Ciao, ciao.